Hmm. So, what are your plans with the rest of the day? Do you have anything that you're gonna do today, Heidi?
There 2 days ago, the weather was very bad. Always it was raining. But yesterday and today, quite good, and the temperature is getting higher. So today
Okay.
I wanna go there out to have some take to take to have some walk,
To take a walk.
take a walk around here.
Yep. Okay. And Javier, welcome to class as well. Javier, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. And so, Javier, what have you been doing today? What did you do?
In the morning, I went to the library because I want to take the advanced exam. So I've been studying this morning and this afternoon as well. So studying
Okay.
English.
Okay. Cool. So you take the advanced exams.
Hmm.
When are you gonna take them?
In March. I'm gonna take it
Okay.
in 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, good luck. And Simone, welcome back. Nice to see you again. How's it going?
Thank you. Everything's fine. Thank you.
Nice. That's good to hear. Um, and so, Simone, what are your plans for the week? Do you have anything exciting to do this week?
Not quite, actually. Uh, the old same, I would say.
Just the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Same old stuff. All right.
Yeah.
What about this month? Any plans this month?
And like, I'm organizing my trip to London, so I have to do something. I have to quit my job and some stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That's fun.
It's Yes, I'm a little bit crazy. I'm going to do it again because I love traveling. So
Awesome. Yeah, really cool. I'm actually getting started on a trip as well. It's really exciting.
yeah.
And Julieta, welcome to class. Julieta, how are you?
Hi everyone. Yes,
Hi.
I'm well, thank you.
Nice. Good to hear. And good to see you again. Julieta, what have you done today?
Today this morning nothing, and this evening I went to run, and then I went to eat a pizza.
Nice. Okay. What kind of pizza did you have?
Quattro stagioni.
Okay. You seem to like the Quattro Stagioni. I think this is the second time I've heard you get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how
Thank
was
you
it?
very much. Yes, it was nice.
Okay, good. That's cool. It's good to have a favorite pizza, I guess. Heidi, do you have a favorite pizza?
Margarita.
Oh yes.
Margarita. Okay. Javier, what about you? Javier, can you hear me? Your microphone is muted. Okay. Simone, what about you? Do you have a favorite type of pizza?
Yes, all of them.
All of them. Nice. I'm partial to most pizzas too. I think pizza is one of the best foods. I think cheese in
Uh,
general.
I love it.
Yeah, me
But
too.
please, not with pineapple, please.
No, yeah, gosh, I don't like pineapple on a
Oh
pizza. I'm with
my,
you on that.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody like Hawaiian pizza or pineapple pizza?
No, not
No.
fruits or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Although I think an olive is a fruit, and I really like olives on my pizza. Kind of tricky.
Which one? Which one?
Olives? I think olives are a fruit, or like tech considered the fruit, maybe.
Oh yes, yes, and I love it.
Hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
you're
Good.
right.
All right, and I think we're good. Let's get started on today's class, and let's start with Javier. Javier, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
I lost the
and
connection before.
no worries. Javier, can you read the title and the next lines?
Technology. Today we'll talk about what kinds of technology we use most often. What technology will be like in the future, how technology affects and will affect the future.
Good. Really nice job. And David, welcome back. David, how are you?
Hey again, Joshua. Thank you. I am doing well.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. And good to see you again.
Yes.
All right, and let's have David. Can you ask? Actually, let's have Javier. Can you ask Simon the first question?
Sure. What type of technology do you use most often in your daily life?
It's my smartphone because I need it to work and I need to check out my emails all the time. And I also need it to talk with my friends because I've got some friends outside of Brazil.
Okay, really good. And Simone, what about the technology you use least often?
Let's see. Maybe nowadays it's my digital camera because I don't have as much time to take pictures now
Okay.
as I
Good.
used to be in the past. As I used to have, sorry.
Uh-huh. Good. Nice. What about you, David? What type of technology do you use least often?
I agree with Simone because I usually use the cell phone and my laptop. The cell phone for calls, making and receive calls, for playing when I am boring, like
When I'm
waiting
bored.
when I am bored.
Bored.
Sorry?
Bored. So playing games when I am bored. So we just
Yeah.
wouldn't want to say when I'm boring, because that'd be the state of being. So like when you, as a person, are boring, you play.
Okay.
I mean, which kind of makes sense as well, but I don't think it's the meaning that you want to get across. So
No.
playing games when I'm bored.
When I am bored. And the
Hmm.
laptop for studying, do homeworks from the university, and for attending your classes. Mhm.
Okay, good. And so, what about least often? What about least often?
Sorry, it's for me again.
Yeah.
This is not like very usually, or it's the opposite.
Yes. So the least
Uh,
often, it's the thing that you use the most infrequently.
the most infrequently.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry, I was confused. I answered the other thing.
That's
Uh,
okay.
the the least technology that I use is I think the TV because
Okay.
I don't watch much TV in my daily life.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Um, okay, good. And maybe, Julieta, if you could
Mhm.
prevent a new gadget from being invented, what gadget would you prevent from being invented?
The microchip that the other guy was talking last time.
Okay. The other guy was talking about last time. And why?
I don't like this kind of thing.
Okay.
It's too
You-
intrusive.
Yeah. Too intrusive. Yeah, it definitely raises a lot of questions, um, especially if you've got like a pay gap, or like wage gap, and you have a lot of poverty, and like, you know, what are the people who can't afford them, and what do they do, and how will they change society? Yeah, it's a lot of different questions. But okay, yeah. What about you, Heidi? Is there a gadget or technology that you'd want to keep from being invented?
Right now, supercomputer is very big, like one building. Only a big company and several companies have. But if in the future we can make that a supercomputer much smaller, we can bring to other place, or like desktop, we can put on the desk. It's much better than the data computer.
Okay. So that would be a gadget that you would want to invent, so a supercomputer that you can make smaller. What about something that you could prevent from being invented or from being made? What would you prevent from being made? So technology that you'd want to stop.
Stop the now the nuclear generation system is very dangerous. So we need to create another way to make electricity.
Okay. Okay, good. Both some good answers. And okay, Heidi, can you ask Javier this last question?
How do you think technology will change in the future?
How do you think technology? I think that technology will change in the sense that it will make the things easier probably, and they will be smaller as well. So, and probably it will be included in different sort of fields. In different, I don't know, different to go to the moon, to go to visit another planets, I think.
Okay. Okay, good. So it'll be implemented in a lot of different fields. All right, and it'll be smaller, and it'll make things easier. I think that's a pretty good prediction. All right. Does anybody have any comments or questions for this page? Anything they're dying to say, or anything that they have a question about? All right. And so let's go on to the next page. And let's have Simone. Can you read through these words?
Technologically savvy, innovator, advance, breakthrough, impact, technophile, state-of-the-art, gadget, appliance.
Good. Savvy is the only thing. Savvy.
Savvy. What does that mean, savvy?
Who knows what savvy means?
Very good at, no?
Yeah.
A savvy person, it's very. He has a lot of knowledge about something.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're savvy, you're knowledgeable or well-trained. So technologically savvy is somebody who is able to use computers very well. They are aware or knowledgeable of what's going on in technology. Does that make sense?
It's like I am adept at something.
Yeah, definitely. It's like being adept at something. Perfect. Okay. And does anybody else have any other questions here? Okay.
Do you
And
think between advance and breakthrough is more or less the same, no? Make a breakthrough and advance.
yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. And so I think we're good then. Let's have David. Can you make a sentence using Technophile and State of the Art. David, your microphone is muted. Okay. Julieta, what about you? Can you make us some? Yeah.
Technophiles love state-of-the-art gadgets.
Nice. State of the art gadgets. Okay, perfect. Nice job. That's a really good sentence. And let's have Heidi. Can you make a sentence using impact and appliance?
I found new electronic appliance. I found a new computer in electronic appliance shop. It was a great impact for me.
It was a great impact for me.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe it had a great impact on me. I think that might sound a little bit smoother. Your sentence was good and grammatically correct. It just maybe wasn't the best one, or the best way you could say it. So usually things have impacts on other things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And I think we're good here. Let's go on. Let's skip that. Okay, let's have this. And let's start with Javier. Can you read this first paragraph?
Debate optimistic assumptions are made by proponents of ideologies like transhumanism, which view technological development as generally having beneficial effects for the society and the human condition. In these ideologies, technological development is morally good. Some critics see these ideologies as examples of scientism and techno-utopianism, and fear the notion of human enhancement and technological singularity, which they support. Some have described Karl Marx as a techno-optimist.
Good. Okay. Really good job. There are a lot of really difficult words here. Can you repeat ideologies?
Ideologies.
Yeah.
Okay.
These.
This
Utopianism. Utopianism.
Utopianism.
Good. Nice job. And enhancement.
Enhancement.
Simone, can you explain this paragraph? Can you explain that first paragraph?
Yes, I think it's talking about one kind of ideology which is optimistic about technology, which thinks technology is very good for society.
Yeah. Perfect. Really good. Good summary. Good summary. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words in this first paragraph? Does anybody have any questions?
Yes, Joshua. What is an enhancement?
Enhancement. So is improvement. So an enhancement is just an improvement. Yeah, something that makes something better. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, good. And any other questions? Okay, let's have let's have David. Can you read this next paragraph?
Okay, Joshua. On the somewhat skeptical side are certain philosophers like Herbert Marcuse and John Cernan, who believe that technological societies are inherently flawed. They suggest that the inevitable result of such a society is to become ever more technological at the cost of freedom and psychological health. Many, such as the Luddites and prominent philosopher Martin Heidegger, also hold serious reservations about technology.
Good. Really nice job. Some difficult words again.
Yes.
But yeah, you did a good job. Let's look at skeptical. Skeptical.
Sorry, Sim. Skeptical.
Good. Flawed.
But the way, what is the meaning of flawed?
Yeah, flawed.
Flawed.
Flawed. Yeah, good. And so
Sorry,
flawed.
what is the meaning?
Yeah, flawed is like problematic or broken, having like an error, dysfunctional, broken, something like that. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Good. Inevitable and Luddites.
Luddites. And Luddites is like a philosopher movement, or?
Not really. A Luddite was a person in the Industrial Revolution in England who destroyed machinery because they were afraid that the machines were going to take their jobs. And so they were called Luddites. Now a person who's a Luddite is just anybody who, fears machinery, fears technology. So it's become a more general term. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. And good. Does anybody have any questions about this? Okay. And I think that's good. Let's have Giulietta. Where do you think you fall in this debate? What side do you think you would be on? And why?
I will be on the optimistic side.
Okay, and why?
Because we cannot. I agree that technology advance is something good, and that we had to follow as a moral view of things.
And it's something that we have to follow as a moral view of things. I'm not sure.
It's
maybe it's something morally right.
Morally right, yes.
Okay. Okay, good. I think that's great. And Javier, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Giulietta. So I'm optimistic about the technology. So I think that it helps people and society, and even to improve our lives, no, and our So.
Okay, good. And Simone, what about you?
I would be on the fence in this one because I think there are good and bad things about technology. The good things, we can easily do a lot of things uh, from home, thanks to the technology nowadays. But the bad side is I'm afraid of the future when human beings maybe will not uh, talk face to face anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I am like, I'm on the fence actually.
Nice. Okay. Good. Really good answer, and yeah, good grammar. David, what about you? What do you think here?
Okay, Joshua. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will choose the good side of the force.
Okay, and can you
Uh,
explain?
okay, because I think, well, the facts demonstrate that the technology produce more benefits than what is the opposite of benefits?
Drawbacks,
Yes,
disadvantages, problems.
disadvantages. And that theories about the philosophers was, I think, in the medieval times, the medieval age.
Okay. Okay. I think that's good. Remember, technology produces, because technology would be third person singular as like an overarching thing, produces more benefits than disadvantages, and theories and philosophers' theories are theories of philosophers were from medieval times, maybe we could say, and that would be good. Okay. All right. And does anybody have any other questions or comments? Okay. Let's skip that. That too. Sorry, I wanted to get something. I hope I didn't delete it. Oh man, I think I did. That's terrible. Okay, sorry, let's go back. Um, sorry guys. Let's look at this, and let's have Giulietta, can you read the quotation?
The jobs that the robots will leave for humans will be those that require thought and knowledge. In other words, only the best educated humans will compete with machines, and the education system in the USA and much of the rest of the world are still sitting students in the row and columns, teaching them to keep quiet and memorize what is told to them, preparing them for life in a 20th century factory.
Nice. And that sounded really good. Good pronunciation. Uh, Giulietta, can you paraphrase what you just read?
He says that in the future, robots and humans will compete, and so only well-educated humans will have
We'll
good
have.
life, a job, maybe, a good life.
Okay, good. Really nice. And Javier, what do you think about this? Do you agree or do you disagree with this quotation?
Mm-hmm. Jobs that the robots will leave for humans will be those that the robots. Actually, no. I think that right now some robots can do not difficult tasks. No, I mean if they are programmed by humans, I think that robots can develop the same tasks than humans. No?
You think that robots can develop the same tasks? I'm not sure I understand what you mean here.
I mean, as far as the robots are designed and programmed by humans, they can do the same. I mean, the same tasks. No, finally, it's about how human develop these robots. No, I don't know.
Okay. So, do you think there are any fields where robots cannot compete with humans at the moment?
Yeah, in sports, I think,
Okay, yeah, so in sports.
but
And I don't know about that. I think you could probably
yeah,
create
probably, yeah, not in all of them, but yeah.
anything else. So, any other jobs where you could not have a robot replace a human right now?
It's quite difficult.
So, if you ask me, I would say that robots will never have emotional intelligence, for example. So, they will never be able to be a leader or something like that to deal with people in a company, you know.
Uh-huh. Exactly. So they can't lead. They don't have any emotional intelligence for sure. That's something that people would call artificial intelligence, where they can mimic human emotions and thought patterns, which definitely can't happen. So yeah, what are some maybe other jobs, Javier, that you think that robots could not perform?
Could not perform. To be honest, I don't. I mean, I think that they can do whatever they are programmed for, but actually, I mean, probably it's or better or worse than humans. But I mean, they can do it. No? Not now probably, but sales for example, probably they.
Sales? Yeah, sales would probably be really hard
Yeah.
for robots.
Or,
Um, Okay, yeah. I mean, even working in education or research or science research, math, I mean, you can have them perform tasks that are already well known, but you couldn't have a robot doing research necessarily, or like writing a book or programming other robots yet, at least.
yeah.
So yeah, I think some things like that for sure. Um, all right, and Simone, what do you think about this education? Do you think that education systems are behind the times, or do you think they're doing pretty well?
Behind the time, definitely,
Okay.
because children have to be prepared for the future, and actually, the future is now, and we are not prepared for that. Imagining in the future if the education system continues like that, the children will not be prepared
Hmm.
to compete with the robot, for example.
Yeah, I think that's good. Really well said.
We are writing down everything.
Yeah, just in the chat box. Um, yeah, that looks good though. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Oh, man, I keep losing myself. Let's look here and let's have Simone. Can you ask David the first question?
Do you think technology will eliminate blue-collar jobs?
Uh, so blue collar jobs, Joshua, are the one that are made with the hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure. Well, not every blue collar job, but I think maybe in a far future, big part of the blue collar jobs will be eliminated because will be specialized robots that made that job, that tasks better than human beings.
Okay. So a large part of the group will be specialized robots who can perform the job or do the job better than humans.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Um, and yeah, David, can you ask Juliet the next question?
Sure. Violeta, how else will technology shape the job market in the future?
I think we will not have a cashier at the supermarket.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, and so they already have some of that. So they're already, cashier-free checkout lines, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And so, yeah, what else do you think will change?
Mm, mm. Uh, not all the jobs, but uh, mm, hand labor, slavery, yes.
Okay, manual labor.
Manual labor, slavery, yes.
Manual labor slavery.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weighted term. So like, yeah, but I think it's valid. Um, to some extent. Yeah, so just as long as, I mean, slavery is working without pay. So it's like the idea of having to work
Or
who's not
pay
paid.
very few.
Yeah, you could probably say like wage labor slaves. So people who are slaves to the wage labor system could be a terminology that might work. I'm not
Mm.
too sure, so don't quote me on that. But I think that might work. Okay. And Javier, do you have anything to add? How do you think technology is going to shape the job market?
I think that the robots and other kind of technology, they are gonna steal jobs or replace human beings. So, and moreover, I think that right now we are losing jobs and yeah, jobs that finally they are machines are taking over. So
Okay. Yeah. Um, okay. Valid. Ooh, Thomas, welcome to class. Thomas, I know there's seems to be a lot of feedback. If you have any headphones, that will solve the issue. Um, So if you can find headphones to put into your computer, that would be fantastic. But if not, yeah, just remember to mute your microphone when somebody else is speaking. Thomas, how are you doing? Okay. Thomas, are you there? All right. All right. Well, let's go on to the next page then. Let's have Javier. Can you read the paragraph and ask Simon the first question?
Sure. Science fiction writers like Jules Verne have always written about incredible scientific advances, like submarines and space travel, years before such things were thought possible. When you were a child, what science fiction technologies did you think you would see by 2014?
Maybe flying cars. Flying cars? Is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah. Okay. So maybe flying
I think,
cars. You thought.
yeah,
Keep
it
going.
would be amazing.
It would be amazing. Yeah, flying cars would be really nice. Why do you think they haven't invented flying cars?
I think because it would be also a mess. Imagine if here on the streets it's a mess. Imagine in the sky. It's gonna be a disaster. Amazing, but they are not prepared for this, so it would be a disaster.
Yeah, so it would be amazing, but we're not prepared, so it would be a disaster. Definitely. What do you think? What's one thing that could go wrong?
Traffic jam in the sky.
Yeah.
Like issues with communications, because the security is a little bit different. For example, now with the planes. So
Hmm.
I think it would be difficult to have very good communication to organize the traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd definitely be difficult to organize traffic. I mean, even right now we have people passing in like whatever lane they can, so in the wrong lanes. And imagine if there were no lanes, you could go above or below or to the
Yeah,
side. I think
just flying away. Oh
yeah,
my God.
it'd be kind of scary. All right, David, what about you? What technology do you think you would have seen by now that you haven't seen?
Sorry, Joshua, could you repeat the question?
Yeah, so it's this question. What science fiction technology did you think you'd see by now that you haven't seen?
Okay. Well, I think when I was younger, I used to watch a lot Back in the Future, and in the second part of the movie, they show cars that float in the air, skateboarding that also float in the air, like well, I think one of the things is that, for example, nowadays we have 3D dimensions for the movie theater, and that was good. And one, no, I think it's all.
Okay, so you thought you'd see hoverboards and hover cars, so kind of the same as Julieta or as Simone, I'm sorry. Yeah, so flying cars, hover cars, hoverboards.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think a hoverboard would be a little bit scary, but it'd be interesting. All
Could
right,
be.
all right, and maybe Julieta, what about you? Any ideas?
Something, um, maybe cyborgs.
So like artificial intelligence?
No, like someone who has
Uh,
a robot's part in his body.
yeah, okay. That's actually just That's just me not knowing what a cyborg is. Good. Okay. Yeah. And why do you think we haven't invented cyborgs? And I mean, do you think that we're close?
I think we can do it.
I think we can do it.
Yes.
Okay. So why do you think we don't have cyborgs? Yeah.
Well, actually, we have one.
Okay.
Mr. Pistorius. It's kind of a cyborg.
Yeah. I think for sure. So yeah, there are a lot of there's a lot of work being done on limbs, and things like that. Even organs. So we have like pacemakers to some extent, which would be like a cyborg heart. Yeah. I guess in the future, Julieta, do you think that cyborgs will become something that's desirable? Like, do you think people will be looking
No.
for cyborg legs?
I don't know. I don't think that. I hope not.
Okay. Maybe Javier, what about you? Do you think that people will look to become cyborgs?
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, but depends on if you have I don't know, a dream to become cyborg, probably, but actually, I think that or probably if you have an illness and if you can, I mean, it's like Robocop, no? If you are fucked, so finally you have to find a solution, no? But if you were born, I mean, in a good shape, in a good condition, I think that you prefer to be a human than a cyborg, no?
Yeah. Good. I agree with you. Good. And I think this is good. Does anybody have any questions or comments on this page? Okay. And let's go on to the next one. And let's have Simone, can you read the role of the old man? And Thomas, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Thomas, can you read the role of the young man?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's noisy.
Okay, Thomas. Sorry. Maybe not, Thomas. I'm gonna try to mute you. Maybe.
Thank you.
I can't. Thomas, can you mute yourself? Okay, well, it sounds like it's better now.
Excuse me.
No.
Mute your microphone, Thomas.
Yes, I have so many problems.
Okay, yeah, Thomas, can you please mute your microphone?
Yeah, I have. I'm ready. Okay.
Nope. So just turn off your microphone.
Es una porquería.
Okay, Thomas, tiene que apagar el micrófono. Okay, thank you. So Thomas, you've got a really loud feedback. And there's a lot of noise. Bueno, te voy a explicar en español. La verdad es que ocupas audífonos. Cuando alguien habla hay un montón de ruido que escuchamos y sí, es casi imposible tener una conversación con ese sonido. So hopefully, yeah, just look for a pair of headphones. Any headphones will work. You don't need a microphone. Your computer microphone will work, but you gotta put on some headphones there because your microphone is really bad. Okay, Simon.
Okay.
Okay, Simon, can you read the role of the old man? And David, can you play the role of the young man?
Okay, I know what I'm talking about. I have 30 years in this industry.
Um, how does that help you understand technology that is 6 months old in a youth-oriented culture?
I don't know.
Please don't hit me with your mime.
Good. Can you repeat youth-oriented? Youth-oriented?
Youth-oriented.
Good. Okay. And yeah, that sounds good. Maybe let's have David. Can you ask Julieta the first question?
Sure. What does this comic say about technology and jobs?
It says that technology is developing so quickly that the old man is not updated to it.
Okay. The old man is not up to date
Up
with
to
it.
date with it.
Good. Okay. And yeah, I think that's good. Julieta, do you think that maybe experience is more important than an understanding of technology in a lot of jobs, or do you think understanding technology is more important than experience?
Good question. Experience is very important, but if you cannot understand new technologies and your work is about new technology, you cannot work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's just about it. What do you think, Javier?
Yeah, I think the same like Julieta. Actually, I mean in each field you have to be up to date, no? So it's not only the probably technology is the is the field that is developing faster than the rest, but actually in each field you have news or I mean new things to learn and to be up to date, no?
Yeah, I think that's definitely really important. So, both are really important. You need experience. Or experience is very valuable, but it's also essential to be up to date. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's go on. Sorry. Yeah, we can try to fill this out. Let's start with Simone. Can you try the first sentence? Can you fill in the blank?
Sometimes simpler forms of technology are more effective than cutting edge solutions that can be less reliable.
Good. Nice job. And David, what about the next one?
The second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One difficulty for customers is that if they invest in new technology, it may quickly become one difficulty for customers that it might quickly become outdated or obsolete.
Good. Yeah. Outdated or obsolete. Very nice.
Obsolete.
Good. Okay. And so we've actually come to the end of class again. Yeah. Does anybody have any last questions or comments before we finish up here? Okay. And Simone, thanks
No.
for Simone, thanks for helping Rodrigo as much as you have. Rodrigo, good luck getting into Verbling. Hopefully it works out. yeah, it was awesome having you guys in class. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again soon. And thanks again for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks again for your good class.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joshua.
Bye,
Take care.
guys.